Hey everybody, Sean Hatzel here with Get Lean in 12, and I'm here with Coach Dan Long.
Hey everybody.
And inside this video, we want to talk about 2 exercises that you can use to tighten and tone your chest. So if you're a woman and you're over 35 years old, or you're a man and you're over 35 years old, gravity starts taking effect if you're a woman, and things start to
fall.
Sag a
They
little.
start to sag.
And then,
it's a natural part of life, everybody.
So
it just happens, but we got the remedy.
Yes, there's 2 exercises Dan's going to share at the end of this video. They're going to show you how to fight against this process. And men suffer from breast tissue because of excess estrogen. So women have an imbalance of estrogen to progesterone, and this is called estrogen dominance. And men are exposed to estrogen through the environment and through our diet and through tap water and things like this. So what ends up happening with this excess estrogen, if your body doesn't have the ability to remove it, then all of a sudden men will start getting man boobs, and of course women who will suffer from, as they age, obviously, things start to sag, and we're going to teach you how to tighten that stuff up. So I'm also want to share 4 quick tips that you can use to combat against the bad estrogen levels. And the first one is pretty obvious, is a clean diet. So we recommend a modified paleo diet. There are certain non-paleo foods that definitely will support your health and fat loss goals, and Dan's going to share his favorite here in just a second. And the second thing you can do is make sure you use some type of liver support. So things like milk thistle will help, but my recommendation is to have a fresh squeezed organic lemon and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in water right when you wake up. Now remember, this is going to be liver support because both of these are anti-inflammatory. So if you can reduce inflammation in the liver, your body's ability, or liver's ability to process this estrogen and remove it from your body, goes up dramatically. Now the third thing you can do is eat more fiber. And the reason why is because fiber gives you healthy bowels. Then your bowels can remove the bad estrogen. And Dan, your favorite is?
Absolutely. So my favorite for fiber is oatmeal, everybody. I eat a bowl of oatmeal every single morning, and I have the, congratulations, I have the gene that, high cholesterol is in my family, and if I don't pay attention to everything that goes on in my diet, my cholesterol goes through the roof, and I don't want to be on a statin, okay? You don't want to be on any kind of drugs either. So there's some great things about oatmeal that I want to make sure I share with you. So the cholesterol I talked about, I have dropped my cholesterol tremendously by just adding 1 bowl of approximately 6 ounces of oatmeal, I'm a big guy, all right, into my diet, and it's tremendously helping. I don't take a medication to this day. Another thing that is most amazing about oatmeal is, especially if you work out, is it gives you an insulin spike. So a banana will give you an insulin spike for about approximately an hour, and then you start to fall. And oatmeal will actually give you a burn for up to 2 to 3 hours, especially if you're trying to train and you're doing some exercises. It's amazing for your nice insulin spike to have those sugars in your body, but yet it's still full of fiber and it's fighting cholesterol.
Well, and it supports the bowels, like you just said, and
exactly.
Slow releasing, so it supports the bowels. Now, the third thing is to decrease stress in your life, because obviously stress is going to put your hormones out of whack. There's no doubt about it. Research has shown over and over again that when you have stressful thoughts, that it literally can make you fat and sick. And there's actually research from Dr. Carolyn Leaf that actually backs this up. She wrote an entire book on neuroplasticity and our thought life and what stress does to us. So the last but not least is the 2 exercises Coach Dan wants to share with you guys today that will help tighten and tone your chest. So if you combine these 2 exercises with the other 4 tips we just gave you, this is a great way to get rid of man boobs, and if you're a lady out there and things are sagging, to tighten things up and get them back up again. So go, Dan.
Yeah, no matter man or woman, these are excellent for you. So first one I want to show you here is, and this is with a stability ball, okay? If you don't have a stability ball, I'm going to show you another exercise that you can do exactly like this, but if you do have one, this is great. So you're going to roll, you're going to sit on your stability ball, roll back with your stability ball into the middle of the center of your back. I have 8-pound dumbbells here. You don't need a lot of weight, all right? You're going to come straight up, extend the elbow out, keep your head straight up, and basically bring down your arms and your elbow about chest level, and then bring it back up and squeeze the chest nice and tight for about 3 seconds, and then come back down again. All right, keep these rotations going. I'd say about 12 to 20 reps, lightweight, does great. You don't need to go extremely heavy, especially for you ladies. All you're trying to do is you're trying to tighten up those muscles right here on the side of your chest, which pull this up.
And for you guys out there, I know you want that nice rounded chest. And for you ladies out there, I know you want to stay nice and tight like when you're 20 years old.
I'm talking about how it works right here.
Right, so it's all this muscle that's underneath your chest pec muscle right here, which is, you know, for you ladies that are out there, it starts to let go. Just like the arms, it starts to let go as it gets older, as you get older. For you men that are out there, the pec muscle that's on the side, flies are the only thing that hits that side of your pec.
It's like you're hugging a tree. Remember
Right.
that? So
You
it's
can
like
do-
you're hugging a tree.
Right, you can do chest,
So
you can do
that's
chest
the
all day
most-
long. That's not going to hit the right muscle to keep this from sagging.
The other thing
okay?
too is your core. Like if you want to improve your core, like you can move out. Like Dan was telling you to put your back here. Well, you can also slide out and have your shoulder blades here so that your butt's off the ball. And now you're adding in a core element to that particular exercise. Now the second exercise is.
Second exercise, but let me show you one thing real quick. If you don't have a stability ball, you can simply pull it out like this and go like this. You ever been on a fly machine inside the gym or see somebody on that machine? It's exactly the same. So all you're doing is doing like this and you squeeze the chest and bring it back out. Okay? Very simple, effective exercise. Okay, next one is going to be a simple push-up. Now, all you need is the ground for the push-up. So you're going to go into a push-up position, put your hands underneath your shoulders, put your feet together, make it easier. You can separate your feet. Keep your body in a plank position like a surfboard, and then you're just simply going to lower down about 2 inches from the ground and then bring it back up. Now, when you do this push-up, you can assist yourself. So if you're having a struggle, you can put your knees on the ground, again, do your push-up, come back up, but your ultimate goal is to get to a point where you can separate your feet, do the push-up, bring your feet together, makes it harder, and do the push-up. Now, that's going to extremely help the side of the pec muscle for the men and ladies out there that are having a little bit of sag, like we all do at the
What
age
do
of
you recommend
35.
for volume on push-ups as far as like, I mean, I would think that if you're working your chest with weights other days of the week, then just have another day of the week maybe where you do 100 push-ups. So you could do a set of 10 to 15, rest 30 seconds to a minute, do another set of 10 to 15 until you reach 100. Now if you're not advanced or in shape already, you could do 50 and then you could work your way up to 100.
Absolutely, and keep one thing in mind. It's a muscle that it'll talk to you, right? It's going to burn. You're going to feel it. If you start to feel the burn, always a great way of method is being able to say to yourself, hey, I feel the burn right now. Take 6 more reps, take a break.
You remember that burning sensation is an indication you're stimulating lactate,
Exactly.
which is a precursor to growth hormone.
Which is doing this,
Right.
tightening up.
So remember that this is only part of the big fat loss equation. So what we'd like to do is somewhere around this video I put a link that you can click or tap where you can download our free report called the Over 40 Stubborn Fat Sequence, and this will introduce you to a 12-minute protocol that you can use in conjunction with these tips that's specifically designed for the hormonal condition of people over 40 years old. So if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, this information can change your life because your hormonal condition is much different than people under 35 years old. So somewhere on this video, again, you can see a link to click or tap to download this free report. Just enter in your email and make sure you go into your spam box if you don't have it within 15 minutes to a half hour and check in there and whitelist us. Because what we'll do is we'll follow up with you and give you tons of amazing content from Coach Dan and I. So thanks for watching this.
Thank you, and we'll see you again.
Keep going strong.